In this video, we're going to look at how to evaluate exponents that have positive and negative bases. Okay, before we start, let's look at the vocabulary that we see with exponents. So the first thing is power. Power is a product formed by repeated multiplication of the same number. So if we look at the example on the bottom, 2 to the power of 3 is the power. This whole expression right here is the power. Next is the base. The base is the factor of the product. So in this example, the base is 2. 2 is the number that's going to get multiplied again and again. And the last part of an exponent is the exponent itself, and that is the number of times the factor is used. So in this example, 2 to the power of 3, 3 is my exponent, and that 3 means I'm going to multiply 2 by itself 3 times. So I'm going to do 2 times 2 times 2. 2 again is my base, and then my exponent, 3 tells me multiply it by itself 1, 2, 3 times. And then of course when you evaluate it, 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 would be 8. All right, let's look at a few examples. And we're going to pay particular attention to our bases. We're going to look to see if our bases are positive or negative, because depending on the sign for the base and the number of times it is multiplied by itself, your result could be either a positive or a negative product. So in the first one, I have 2 to the power of 3, which we did on the previous page. My base is a positive 2, so it'd be 2 times 2 times 2. And then a 2 times 2 would be 4, and 4 times 2 would be 8. So my product is 8. Now in the second one, I have a negative 2 as my base, and I'm going to multiply it by itself 3 times. So this would be negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So if I multiply negative 2 times negative 2, I get a positive 4. And now I have negative 4, positive 4 times negative 2 would be a negative 8. Let's look at the last one. On this one, my base is positive, but then on the outside, I have a negative sign. So what that means is I'm going to multiply 2 times itself 3 times, and at the end, I'm going to make it negative. So I'm going to write it this way. 2 times 2 times 2 inside parentheses, and my negative sign on the outside. So I know that inside parentheses, 2 times 2 times 2 would be 8, and then at the end, I change the sign because we're really multiplying that 8 times a negative 1. And I know 8 times negative 1 would give me a negative 8.